Hey, hello, everyone, and welcome to our triumphant return. The Pastrami Nation Podcast is back. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. Thank you all for watching, and thank you all for being here with us. I'm Kevin, and joining me today, as usual, the usual group of folks are back.
Hooligans.
Got Eli here. What's going on?
Good. I've been spreading chaos as much as I could.
In real life and in video games, right?
See.
You're a senior this year. That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Of course, Mr. Jason Smith. What's up, man?
Hey, how you guys doing?
Doing good, man. Doing good. Good to see you. Good to be here. It's been a while. Yeah. It's been far too long.
Feels like it's been so long, but here we are. We're home.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Of course, Christian Nacorda, what's going on, man?
Good to be back. It's good to see your guys' faces.
Definitely.
No, it's been a crazy summer. Arturo, what's going on? It's nice to see you. Yeah, it already feels like we're back, which is nice. Arturo's joining us, and we'll see who else wants to join us today. On today's show, we're going to kind of be recapping our summers, man, see how it's been going, talk about some of the fun stuff we've done, talk about the movies we've watched, TV shows, whatever it be, books we've read. Whatever the case may be, let's talk about it. And then we're going to talk about Rose City Comic-Con, which is coming up. It's going to take place this weekend at the Oregon Convention Center up here in Portland, Oregon. We'll talk about that, some of the guests that are going to be there, and some of the really, really fun things to do if you're in town for the con. There's a couple of places I want to highly, highly recommend. But first, let's get the housekeeping out of the way. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for checking out the show. If you'd like to like and subscribe wherever you're watching this, share with a friend, share with friends, numerous friends, share with all your Facebook friends. Who knows? They might love it. And even if you don't stick with us the whole show, just, someone else might. So send them that way and send them our way. They might enjoy to chat with us. And while we're on the subject of our summer and everything, let us know what you guys have been up to. I'd love to hear about some of the fun stuff you guys have been doing, what you guys have been watching, and all that fun stuff. So I think we can just really, really jump into it. Eli, I want you to start because you were talking right before we started here. You're a working man now.
Yeah.
You started your first job, your first summer working. Well, you work like 2 days a week, but you still
there are some days
summer.
where I work like
that's the good life.
Yeah, there are some weeks where you work 3 or 4 days. Yeah, absolutely. How are you enjoying your new job? Your job?
It's good. I enjoy getting money. I enjoy getting to spend money.
Yeah, especially with Comic-Con coming up this weekend. It's going to come in. It's going to work in your favor.
And with like little to no limitations.
Yeah. No, this kid will just be out and about, and he'll be like, "Hey, you want to go get some ice cream or whatever? My treat." I'm like, "All right, man. It's been 17 years of you can hook it up, man. You can hook it up with something." You go to the movies now. He's like splurging on candy and everything.
Nice.
Yeah. No, it's
nice, dude.
Our movie theaters have ices. I haven't really gotten those before until now.
Yeah,
more sophisticated now.
Yeah,
I am not. I'm still a degenerate.
But a degenerate with a full clip of money.
Yeah,
pretty much. Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly. You just started your senior year of high school, which is exciting.
Oh, that's the best. A job while you're a senior in high school. I dreamed of that. Like, I didn't have a job when I was a senior because we didn't have a phone because we were poor. So I was like, I wish just 2 days a week, because there was these kids that worked like 2-3 days a week. 2 hours, 3 hours. I'm like, damn, just the stuff like that. It's like I could buy the clothes I want or just buy whatever, but didn't happen that way senior year.
Absolutely. No, I mean, I was working. I got my first job like during my it was 97. So like during my senior year, like I was working at the movie theater, and it was really nice. Like I remember my first paycheck was like, I don't even know if it was like, that's back when minimum wage was like minimum wage. Like it was like bad. It was like in the late 90s. Like I think it was $5-6 an hour. And
my first job was like right after high school was actually McDonald's.
Yeah.
And $5 an hour. Woohoo!
Dude, it was crazy. And I remember my first paycheck was like $90 or something. And I was like, heck yeah, let's do that.
I'm rich.
PlayStation 1, here I come.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Danny came over the other day and she heard how much I was making, and she was like, He's making more than Cody is?
Yeah, no, absolutely, 100%. So we've kind of been on the same page this summer, been working a lot, been doing a lot of that stuff. We've been camping, we've been hiking. We went to the lake this past weekend. Well, he wasn't able to go because he had to work.
Yeah.
The joys of being a working kid now. But a couple days ago, Labor Day weekend just passed, so we spent the Sunday at the lake, beautiful, up in Battleground, Washington. Beautiful lake, beautiful, so much fun. But speaking of movies, we got to the movies quite a bit this summer, but not a lot. Like, obviously, Deadpool and Wolverine was like probably the highlight of the summer. Alien Romulus is up there too.
Yeah,
I loved Alien Romulus. I thought it was really, really great. But other than that, what else? We Trap, which was it was okay.
Not something I would recommend people go see in theaters if it's still in theaters.
Yeah, have you guys watched The Fall Guy?
No, that's the one with Gosling, right?
Yeah, we watched it. It's on Peacock now. If y'all want to check it out, give it a shot.
Gosling and Emily Blunt.
Yeah. To be honest, it's okay. I had some issues with it. I generally like David Leitch. I think David Leitch is a fun director. He's done some really, really great stuff. If Hobbs and Shaw might be the exception to that. But I think he's a solid director. He normally makes
Hobbs and Shaw?
I watched most of it. And I was like, I'm done. He's normally pretty good with his, he did Deadpool 2. He's done, he worked on the first John Wick. He's worked on, Bullet Train was fantastic, but
Bullet Train.
Fall Guy just felt like something was missing to me. Like, it was good. It was a lot of fun, but it just didn't have that oomph to it that I was really expecting from him, but still fun. Anyways, that's besides the point. We watched that. But as far as new movies go, like Deadpool, Alien Romulus, and Trap were probably the only three we really watched since we've done the show last. Right? Wouldn't you say so?
I don't know if you guys talked about it on the show already, but what did you think of Trapped?
Oh, Trap? Oh, we haven't talked about it on the show.
No.
Oh, cool.
The show was already off.
Yeah, I think so. I think Josh Hartnett. It was great seeing Josh Hartnett again. I think the first half of it works really, really well. Like, the first half is really, really cool. Do you guys mind minor spoiler?
No, go ahead.
Spoiler, Christian?
Yeah, no minor. Yeah. That's fine.
So just brief, tiny spoiler. Like, the first half of the movie is at the concert, and the other half is a completely different thing. Like, it's not at the concert. So once they take it out of that zone, I kind of zoned out and lost interest. So the first half was really interesting, really fun, really cool, tense. I love the idea of them being at a concert and trying to, find them and stuff like that. It almost got into Die Hard territory where he was just trying to get out and setting all these little traps and stuff. But then once they get once it becomes something else, it felt very generic to me. And it felt like they were just trying to figure out a way to end the movie. And it just kept on going and going and going. And you're like, no, at this point, I'm done. It's done. We also watched, me and Mom went to go watch It Ends With Us, which was a fun little romantic, it's not a romantic comedy, no matter what they say. It's about
That's the Blake Lively one, right?
Yes. Blake Lively. It was okay. It's fine. We watched those on the same weekend, actually. We watched It Ends With Us Saturday night, and then me and the kids went to go watch Trap Sunday morning. Just very mediocre, both just kind of middling. Yeah. I think Trap is definitely worth a watch. But it's not like you're going to watch it and be like, M. Night's back. You know what I mean? It's going to be the first half is going to be okay, M. Night might be back. And then once you get to the last half, it's going to be well,
he's still gone.
Back where he was. It's fine. Like I said, Josh Hartnett's always fun to watch. I'm so glad to see this, Josh Hartnett renaissance. I think he's fantastic. And I think he's going to do really, really cool stuff.
Were we able to talk about Twisters?
Oh, Twisters. We watched Twisters. That's right. How can I forget about Twisters, one of my most anticipated movies of the summer? I totally forgot that movie came out for some reason.
How could you forget?
I know. I forgot we watched it in RPX. Did we watch it? No,
yes.
we did do that in RPX. Did we?
Yeah, I convinced you to do it.
Yeah, we did. We splurged for RPX. Twisters was fine. Twisters was fun. It was...
I will slam this LAAT if you say it's fine again.
It's fine. It's fun. Like it. So like the first Twister, we watched it.
Yeah.
And one thing I love about the first Twister is how much more it focuses on character and story rather than the big, like you see the big tornadoes and stuff. But if you really watch that movie, it's the chemistry between Bill Paxton and Helen Hunt that like really builds attention. You care about these characters. Twisters flips the script where it's like the spectacle and the kind of overall picture as opposed to these people that you're supposed to care about, if that makes sense. So it did focus more on like the community aspects of the tornadoes. It focused on kind of the bigger picture of the kind of damage these tornadoes can do, which is good, but it didn't really give me like an anchor to grab onto and like really root for, if that makes sense, right? Great special effects. Some of the shots are gorgeous, absolutely stunning. Like the heart, like Lee Isaac Chung, he directed Minari as well, which has that very homeland kind of Midwest, it's based in the Midwest. And he brings that to Twister. So it's very homely, very, felt very America. You know what I mean? Like not a bad way, but like, American flags everywhere and just very patriotic. Yeah, which is fine. A lot of country.
It does feel music. Very Midwest.
Very Midwest. I don't mind that vibe. I think it was a really cool vibe and a very interesting vibe, and it worked for the story. And Glenn Powell he's just fun to watch, right? Like, I mean, I could just watch that man all day, and he's freaking amazing. I forget the girl. I feel so bad. I'm going to feel horrible for not remembering who the girl is in Twisters. But yeah, we had fun with it. I thought it was fine. Daisy Edgar Jones. Daisy Edgar Jones. She's great. David Cornsweet was in it. Cornsweet.
I saw a clip from behind the scenes, and they're like, why is Superman yelling at me?
Yeah, so if I'm being completely honest, I knew he was in it, but I couldn't pick him out of a lineup if I had to. Like there were so many of those Midwest, like just they all kind of looked the same that I was like.
So that means he's gonna do good as Clark Kent.
Well, yeah, he's gonna blend in perfectly. So exactly. I mean, he was good in it once I realized who he was, and like once I realized who David Cornsweet was during the movie, I was like, oh, Superman! Like this guy's gonna be great. It's Clark Kent. I can totally see it. But yeah, no, it was fun. I had a lot of fun with it. I do recommend if you are going to see it, they are actually re-releasing it in theaters this weekend, I think, to like the RPX theaters and the IMAX and stuff like that. Highly, highly, highly recommend if you're going to watch it on the biggest screen possible. It's definitely an epic kind of, there's a bunch of cool moments that are happening. So
it's worth the IMAX price.
Absolutely. And I highly recommend it on that aspect. Just if you're going for fun spectacle thrill ride, go check out Twisters on the biggest screen possible. What about you guys? What have you guys been up to? Jason, Christian, like what's going on, man? Let's catch up a little bit. What's your summer's been like? What you guys been watching?
You want to go first, Christian, or
go for it, Jason?
Me? Okay. Yeah. Let's see. What did I do? I went to Comic-Con. That was cool. That was pretty fun. Didn't think it was going to happen. A friend of ours over at Bandai, kindness of his heart, hooked us up. He's like, I got you guys. So we're like,
that's cool, man.
Awesome.
Like we're in Comic-Con, and not only with that, but we were on top of the Bandai booth up at where all the important people go. I'm like, hey, let me take a selfie while I'm up here, which I haven't posted yet because I have a habit of dragging my feet lately. But just going to Comic-Con, it keeps the streak alive, most importantly. And just being there, I was telling my brother, like, we can't miss this. This has always been our original one, just not only buying exclusives, but just seeing all the new stuff in glass. And you have the habit of buying, like me, I buy dumb shit,
Oh my God, that is so cool.
I couldn't resist. My brother's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yes.
There was a girl giving demos, and she had the Clubber Lang one. She's like, you want to try one out? And I was like, yeah, sure. And
that is not a stupid purchase. That is so cool.
No, this is the most important purchase of the century.
With a lot of stupid purchases.
Yeah, boxing puppets. I'm a sucker for Rocky boxing puppets. Oh my God.
Like, how much do you think you spent? Do you think you spent more on exclusives this year than you did last year?
No, honestly, because I got this guy. I got Jiren here, which was totally badass. Like, that is a fucking figure right there.
That is nice.
The Bandai exclusive one. And he comes with all the extras and stuff, you know. I got that sweet Cobra Commander by Dumb Luck. I Was Once a Man Cobra Commander.
Oh, you got it? That's so cool.
Well, it was the same day. The first day, we just happened to walk by because we heard that the Hasbro line was just ridiculous. Mm-hmm. Me and Nolan were walking by there. It's like later in the day, like 4:30. And I was like, do we need a ticket? And the guy's just like, yeah, go in. And then we go in line. And I'm like, Nolan, there's still Cobra Commanders up there. I guess the only things that sold out at that booth that day were like fucking T-shirts and hats. Like clothing was a big thing this year at booths. Like same with NECA. T-shirts were the big sellout first. But
interesting.
There was a limit of 1 per on the Cobra Commander. And then they have you pull your badge out to stamp it. And at first I saw them stamp my brother's. And then at first the guy gives me mine. He goes, there you go, sir. Have a good day. And I'm like, he's like, wait a minute, come back here.
Yeah,
I got to see your badge. And I was like, damn, because I was so ready to like double dip the next day or something. But
oh man,
yeah, it's nice. Somewhere over there in the other room. But what else? At Comic-Con, of course, resparked my pin collecting interest with because I had been collecting the Street Fighter pins, and Udon just put up all these like more badass ones. I'm like, you guys, like, because I used to do Disney pins back when I had a season pass, and
we have
it was fun. Yeah, I still have them. It's a fun thing. It's a fun hobby, very addicting. But Udon was like, it was Street Fighter characters, and it's different, you know, like it was. And I'm a big Street Fighter fan, so. And now they put out Mega Man characters, and now they put out Darkstalkers. I'm like, oh, shit, here we go again. And
shit,
it was a fun con, you know. It was like more laid back. Like we were only there for 3 days, but I'm like, I was telling my brother, this is good enough. Like we could do 3 days next year, and I'd be okay with it because we were there Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And like we used to get there the Tuesday, so we were checked in. And then, you know, the con didn't start till Wednesday. And it was fun. It was like a whole little vacation. I don't know. I might still do that again next year if lucky enough to. But just being there the 3 days, I'm like, this was chill. This was nice. Ate some good food. Talked to some friends that we only get to see like once a year, basically, at con. Justin and David over at Bandai and Sean from Loyal Subjects. Such cool guys, you know? Like, big shout out to those guys. It's fun, like, just the whole experience of it, and then just seeing those guys that you talk to every year. It's like, because they're in different states and whatnot, or I think Bandai, they're out here somewhere in like the nicer part of California, but far from Victorville. But just sitting there and chatting it up with them, and I tweaked my back too. That was not fun.
Second day of the con, horrible.
You know how there's those little stairs that go like for the crosswalk to get across the street to like the gas lamp?
Yeah.
I'm going on one of those, and then some guy, and he brings his 2 kids right there, and then the little girl just stops on the step. I thought she was going to move, so I had to move to another step so I didn't step on her, and it kind of like tweaked something in my back. So I was telling my brother, this isn't good. This isn't good. But we get on the shuttle, and then of course we didn't know we were going, so our hotel was like way the hell over there in San Marcos, which is like 30 minutes away from San Diego. So we're getting on the shuttle just to get to our car that's in the parking lot of wherever we parked next to the shuttle, just to drive on the freeway 30 minutes. And but we turned into a parking lot. Let's look for some food. Fucking Long John Silver's that still exists. It was a KFC Long John's. My brother's telling me, are we dead? I mean, first we just walk right up and get Cobra Commanders, and now we're having Long John Silver's. Like, did we die or something?
Is that like the last Long John's in North America?
It's the last one I know of. It's like, it's a KFC Long John's. It's in San Marcos. Like,
crazy.
Yeah, I was like, because I thought, it's just a sign, but nope. And my brother's like, did we die? Like, here we are having Long John's, getting the exclusive that we wanted, you know, and then, and those are only like, I bought some pins and like Jiren and Cobra Commander, and then of course the Rocky puppet. Money well spent on the Rocky puppet. I regret not getting Clubber Lang too, but I'll find him next year or something.
That's so
for
cool.
sure.
What else? I saw movies. I saw Deadpool. Wanted to see Alien, but just it didn't happen. Like
Same.
stuff comes up. I've been streaming a lot of movies, like on the streaming service. I saw that. Was it the Jackpot with John Cena and Aquafina?
Yeah,
that's actually pretty fucking hilarious. Like some of those other John Cena movies were a little, No, this one, I think she brings that funny factor to it. It's like fuck, because basically, like, if you win the lottery, everybody in the world has up until like midnight or whatever to kill you, and it'll be legally theirs. Yeah. So like, she wins, and then it's just, but they can't kill you with a gun. So they're trying to kill her with chairs or fucking like knives or whatever. And Cena is the guy that's like helping her. He's like, you can pay me. I take 5% of your winnings for keeping you alive. And then it goes from there. It goes crazy.
What a fun premise. I had no idea that that's what that movie was about.
Oh, it's
directed by Paul Feig.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah, Aquafina is just fucking hilarious. Like,
yeah.
What else did I watch? I watched, it came out a little while ago. It was, what was it? Love Lies Bleeding. With
yeah,
dude, that movie is such a fucking trip. Like, what did I watch? Like just the scenes though, they're so well put together, but it's just like, holy shit, did that just happen? Like the brutal violence is there too.
That's the Kristen Stewart one. The
Kristen Stewart, and she hooks up with that chick that's like she's getting a bodybuilding. She's trying to get
she was in like Star Wars, like one of the Star Wars. I forgot.
She was in like one of the like Mandalorian or something.
Yeah.
We have just real quick. We also watched Furiosa. Did we talk about Furiosa?
No. How was that?
Oh yeah, is that streaming yet?
It's on Max. Yeah.
Check
it out. On Max.
Yeah.
Oh, I watched it tonight.
I think I'm gonna check that out too.
Yeah, that was good.
What have you seen? Did you watch? Have you guys watched Chimp Crazy yet? It's a series on Max. It's like a docu-series. I guess it's only 4-part because the last one comes out Sunday. But basically, it's about stupid people who think it's okay to keep chimpanzees as pets.
Wow.
I'm sure you guys have heard of some of those like chimp maulings and shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll see. Like if you watch, it's only 4 like 1-hour episodes, but thinking, how can people be so stupid? Like,
that's ridiculous.
I guess now there's a ban that they can't, like, there's a law in place that you can't use like live chimpanzees in movies like you used to see in the 90s and stuff. They're all over. Now you can't. It's got to be CG.
Yeah. Yep, you gotta get
some of the stuff that's happened. It's like it's brutal. like damn.
Yeah.
I'm like, they always find some docuseries to get me,
It's a good thing for Andy Serkis, and for chimps.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, Christian, what about you? What's your summer been like?
It's been pretty low key, to be honest. Not too much as far as movies. Yeah, Deadpool. All year, I've seen Deadpool, Dune 2, and Zone of Interest. I think those are all the movies that I've seen all year.
Really? Okay.
It's crazy. So I'm sure I've seen some stuff streaming, but even that, not really anything. I find myself lately in the past few weeks, I've been just watching episodes of Ninja Turtles and watching episodes of Masters of the Universe. That's what I have been watching. I went back and I watched the Kevin Smith Masters of the Universe, the Revelations and Revolutions. Man.
Those are such good shows.
People had a lot of crap with it, but dude, especially this Revolutions, like the third season or whatever, awesome. Like the way everything comes together, like really, really well done. So love it. Love everything they did. Mark Hamill and like Skeletor's like little arc, fantastic. Like just really, really cool. But mostly just been on like my fitness journey. So I don't know. So it's just been, hiking, basketball, walking. Not so much lifting. I don't know. But I think in the past week weekend, I've been a little late, so I've been trying to pick up a little heavier today. So, and then I'm gonna go a little harder tonight again. So, it's been on that. It's weird. I think it's been about a year now since I've been on this. And I recently went to like a pool party like the other day I love my friends, But I didn't get into the pool or anything either. But it's just like I don't know. I feel like when you go to the gym so much or you work out so much, it's like somewhere in the back of your mind that's kind of the situation you're preparing for. It's like, oh, don't mind if I do. You know what I mean?
Right over there.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah. But
dude, I think honestly, if I'm like, we went to the lake the other day. It was the first time I actually felt comfortable like taking my shirt off, like in a public place, right? And that was all because of working out and like being on that journey. So I know exactly what you mean by that. Like,
yeah.
It's crazy.
I think there was I went through like phases of like when I start to work out and I start to see like a little bit of results. Like I'll start wearing tighter shirts. I'm like, oh, I'm feeling good. I feel it more than I see it. I think in my head I really, really see it. I see it way more than anybody else because like I remember I would tell Dana, she's like, well, I'm like showing her before and after pictures. She's like, it's the same. But in I see all like the little tiny changes. So, but now I'm like, I don't care. Like I'm just like I dress sleepy. I'm just constantly dressed like I'm about to go for a run. Like I'm always dressed like I'm always like about to go on a hike. I've also started. I had to go. I'm on this like medication where I have to stay out of the sun, which sucks because everything I do is out in the sun. I play basketball. I like go hiking. So now it's like I just have to I already completely cover up, but now I like super cover up. But I've been wearing like I think they're called shimegs. They're like the Middle Eastern like scarves. Yeah, I've had a lot of them. I always wear them, and I've had them for like a long time too. But I think a lot of people think that it's a thing that I'm doing or like I went to a baseball game the other day with some like old friends, and they're like, my friend's wife was like, "Hey, did Christian change his religion?" When she was like asking, and I was like, "Whoa!" And it's funny because the one that I was wearing, if you look at the tag, it's a official PlayStation. Like it's because it's from Uncharted 4. It's that's like so it's not like I'm not wearing. I mean, like I do support like ceasefire and like the peace in the Middle East and everything.
They're afraid to go to the airport with you,
right? But I also get like a lot of people that are like very respectful. Like it's crazy. So I should be like more aware of the things that I'm wearing. I don't know. That's a weird sidetrack thing that I've just noticed.
No, it's cool, man. It's part of your summer, part of your journey.
But yeah,
there's going to be somebody that trips, like no matter what you're wearing.
Yeah,
there's somebody with like, and they're just opinions. Because I used to worry about like people's opinions and stuff, and then like circa 2016, I just didn't give a crap about their opinions anymore. Because I used to be heavy into the gym. Like I worked out a lot. Like shit, if you saw a picture of me from 2012. Way different. I think it was 2000. I think because 2013, I had a good friend of mine get killed in an accident, and that just kind of like that was one of my real closest friends. That actually, this guy Dave, he's a handicapped guy in a wheelchair, but we used to talk to him at Toys R Us all the time or the comic store, and bitch was drunk driving and just ran right into him and a telephone pole and killed him, and like that just kind of it stayed in my head for a while because I had just seen him like 2 days ago before that.
Yeah.
And that just, I mean, I was still trying to stay in shape and shit, but like you had that shit dwelling in the back of your mind and then like started getting back into working out and stuff. And then 2018 just took a shit on my whole family. So it's just like, the last thing on your mind is the gym with all the stuff that's going on, like the stuff that happened with my other brother and whatnot. Yeah. It just, I felt like I slipped out of this little hole that I've been trying to crawl back out of, and like I would do little spurts of getting back to the gym, and I'd last like 2 weeks, and then like just kind of 2 weeks became a day this week and a day 3 weeks later. It's like,
it happens, man. You'll get.
I got to, man. I can't be.
We'll motivate you, man. We'll motivate you to do it.
When I first met Dana in like 2011. I was working out every day, and I was like, I think like at the height of my fitness. And then as soon as we got together, I gained a lot of weight, and like she even called me out on it. She's like, "What? Like, why aren't you working out?"
So,
like,
hey, fatty.
Yeah, like what is it? Like, and like it's not until after we like broke up that I was able to. What I figured out was like when I was working out back then, it was like self-loathing. It was like punishment from me. But like now when I work out, it's like love, like self-love. And I think that's the thing that I couldn't figure out, like why I couldn't get back into it. It's because I didn't want to go back to that, because I was working out from like a place of pain. You know what I mean? And I was in a happy place, so of course I wasn't working out. I needed to find like a new motivation for that. So
absolutely,
I hear you. No, 100%. And
what gym do you go to, by the way?
What was that?
What gym do you use?
I do go to 24 Hour Fitness, but I haven't actually been to the gym in like 6 months, maybe longer. I should actually. I think I might cancel it and get a Peloton. So because my friend just got a Peloton, and that's dope. She's got it in her room, and I'm like, oh, you rent it? I'm like, so you're not even buying it, you just rent it. I could just sit there and watch movies, dude. I'd crack out on that thing. I just like now I'd catch up on everything.
Yeah,
I'd have like the craziest quads too. Be nuts. Off topic. What was the last video game midnight release you attended?
Mine doesn't matter.
Just at the later time. Been a long time, Anthony.
Yeah. It's been a lot to think about that one. Anyways, so that's our summer. How's your guys' summer been? Let us know in the comments. I don't know, Anthony. Actually, I think one of the last ones I did, which is going to sound stupid as hell, which was one of the last Guitar Hero games, because I wanted to play with my brothers so badly that we were waiting up till midnight to buy it so we could bring it home and play it.
Those were the days, though, right? Like the late 2010s, right? When like Guitar Hero, like Red Dead Redemption, like I think Red Dead Redemption was the last game I like stood in line for. The cops were there. I remember. It was a Rockstar release.
It was crazy. It was nuts. Yeah,
but it
was Battlefront for me, like one of the newer Battlefronts.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So you'd never done it.
No.
So he doesn't have to. Everything's
Kevin, Jason, have you guys ever stood in line for concert tickets and not got them?
Long time ago, dude. I think actually speaking of Blink 182, it was like
it was
actually No Doubt and Blink 182 when they went on tour. I waited in line to get those tickets. We got Ticketmaster. There was a Tower Records up in Seattle. I was waiting in line to get tickets, and they like sold out.
Was this like 99, 2000, 2001?
Yeah, I think it was 90. I think it was 2001, I think.
I remember I stood in line for that, and we were like maybe like 10th in line, and they're like, some guy came out, tickets are on sale, and then like a minute and a half later came out, he's like, tickets are sold out. Yeah, and I think it was for that exact same show.
Yeah, it was No Doubt and Blink 182.
It was the exact same show. God, that was a bummer.
Yeah, that one sucked. That one really sucked. But yeah, guys. So let us know what you all did this summer. Let's move over to Comic-Con. Let's talk about Rose City Comic-Con. Takes place every year in Portland, Oregon. Let me pull up the page here. We're going to talk about first. What we're going to talk about is some of the guests that we got coming here. It's just pretty exciting if you're into. Got some Daredevil action, got some Star Trek action, got some Mark Flag Meets Death action going on this year.
Anime fans,
Has Been Hotel is a bunch of Has Been Hotel coming up.
Eli, do you watch Has Been Hotel?
We started to. It was something that I wanted to watch with them.
Well, we're trying. See, here's the problem. Here's the thing, right? I work all day. Like all day. So by the time I get home, sometimes 4, 5, 6, like it's hard for me to sit down and watch. And by the time I get home, like they're expecting me just to be able to sit down.
We've been waiting for you.
Exactly. And it's like, you guys know how it is when you guys get home and unwind and stuff like that, right? You can't just go directly into it. So yeah, it's a little bit tougher for us to sit down and watch a show. We want to watch it, but we can't, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It gets frustrating when it's like, family stuff. It's like, dude, like, yeah, I work. Sorry, I can't commit to watching this show right now. You guys know what I mean?
Very much so.
Yeah.
Luckily, nobody watched, was it Those About to Die but me? I was the only one watching that.
Exactly.
So I was like, woohoo! And it was available to binge watch.
Oh, yeah. No. Oh, yeah. I haven't watched that yet. It's on Peacock, right?
Yes. It's like Game of Thrones with Roman gladiators.
That's cool. I'm down with that 100%. So here's some of the guest lists we got coming to World City Comic Con this year. Betsy Brandt. The show called Life in Pieces. I don't know if y'all have watched it, but it's fantastic. She's in that. But she's also in Breaking Bad.
Yeah. Hank's wife.
Hank's wife. Yeah. It's always Hank's wife.
Brandon Rogers from Has Been Hotel. Bryce Papenbrook is one my daughter is excited for because that little Cat Noir guy right there.
I'm excited for him too for all the other characters.
You got Charlie Cox, got some Daredevil action going on. Some Adventure Joan, Daniel and Luis Moncada.
Yes.
It's a big Breaking Bad year too. We got all three. By the way, we got all three hosts of Blue's Clues coming this year.
Cool.
That is going to be epic.
Oh my God, Doug Jones.
Doug Jones is going to be here. I've never. So there's a podcast, my brother and me, which I hear is fantastic. But I haven't watched it yet. But there's a bunch of all of them are going to be here. A bunch of Rick and Morty. Pretty much the whole cast is going to be here. Got Mr. Hayden Christensen over here. Nice. And we also further down the list here, we got Miss Rosario Dawson's going to be here as well, which is going to be an interesting team up.
Master and Apprentice.
Luscious Apprentice.
What's that, Christian?
Is that what's his name? From oh my God, Draco's dad.
Yes, Jason Isaacs. Yeah, he's going to be there. John Cho, I love John Cho. Harold and Kumar, Star Trek, bunch of cool stuff. Got another Blue's Clues host here.
Jesse James Greal is also going to be there. We got the whole
Katie Sackhoff.
Katie Sack. She freaking lives around here, which I had no idea.
How cool!
Last year, she lived in Portland.
Longmire.
What's that?
Remember Longmire?
Oh yeah.
Katie Sackhoff?
Oh yeah. I forgot she was in that.
Hodor.
Yeah, this is Eli's Naruto. Eli met her last year at Comic-Con.
At Emerald City.
At Emerald City Comic-Con.
Yes, Nick Frost.
Nick Frost and Simon Pegg are going to be here.
Michael Rosenbaum.
Lex
Luthor.
Patton fucking Oswalt, my comedy hero.
Dude, I got to tell you. So we were going to Comic-Con, and then I find out, like, it seems suspicious because we find out that Patton's doing a stand-up show Thursday night. And I was like, he's got to be at, like, Comic-Con. Like, something's going on because he obviously he's a big comic nerd. He's a comic writer. Like, he's going to be there. Me and Cassie buy tickets to go see it. We're going to go see him Thursday night.
Yes.
And he's doing a 9 o'clock show. And then come to find out the next day, he announced that he was going to be at Comic-Con. He's going to be at the Dark Horse booth, just doing meet and greets and autographs and stuff. But yeah, it's going to be a fun weekend because, like I said, it's Thursday night. We're going. So our itinerary for Comic-Con is Thursday night, we're going to go see Patton Oswalt. Friday, we're doing Comic-Con. Saturday, we are doing Comic-Con. And then Saturday, we're doing Comic-Con. Then we're going to watch Beetlejuice right after the con, which is going to be a lot of fun. And then we are going to this Sunday to go to Comic-Con again. My cousin Amanda's going to meet Hayden Christensen. That's freaking awesome. Eli's dying to meet him and Rosario Dawson, but we'll see. But he's got his own money now. He's got his big kid money. If he wants to blow it all on meeting Hayden, but we'll see.
It would be worth it though.
Money well spent.
Yeah, Pat's going to be there.
That's Chewy from Blood In, Blood Out.
Darby.
Yeah.
Oh man, he's always going to be Murray to me. Murray from Present. Yes.
Ross Marquand is going to be here. Rosario.
That's Walt's son on Breaking Bad, huh?
Yeah. Wait, who was? Oh, RJ?
Yeah.
Of course, Simon Pegg and Nick Frost is like the duo I would kill to get a picture with together. Fortunately, it doesn't look like it's in the cards, but that's so
cool. I love Hot Fuzz. Hot Fuzz is like top 10 It's top 3 comedy of all time. But
Hot
top
Fuzz is
10.
amazing.
Mhm.
I agree. I love Shaun of the Dead too, but I feel like Hot Fuzz is the perfect one out of that
It's
trilogy.
the best.
It's beautiful. Steve,
Because he's
Luce?
fuck ugly.
Yeah. We got Tom Welling and
Tom Welling. Wow.
Timothy Grant.
no,
No,
what?
wait.
No,
Sorry.
Michael Rosenbaum.
D.
We got Lex and Superman.
Smallville reunion.
Smallville reunion's going to be there. Yeah, we got a bunch of these are the end of this one here. Trina, isn't she one?
Trina Nishimura, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dude, that is that's stacked.
That's a
Quite
killer lineup.
Quite the. They're doing a bunch of panels. Like I said, Charlie Cox is going to be doing a panel. John Cho's doing a panel. Jason Isaacs is doing a panel. Hayden and Rosario are doing a panel together. Master and Apprentice.
Yeah.
You got to do it. And
Especially
of course,
after the
That's
Ahsoka
so
show.
awesome. Oh,
yeah. And of
man.
course, on top of all of that, there's going to be a ton of comic book writers, artists.
Can you go to the artist alley really quick? Can I just see?
Of course.
Because I think she's up there. And then just go to J.
Come on. Let's see here. I think it should be there. Let's see here. This one's kind of all of them. I couldn't find.
Oh, I see. Okay. I think it's just everybody. Okay, never mind.
Who is it?
I'm looking for an artist, Jaw Cooper, but I don't know that she would be there because she doesn't have book art. So that's
Gotcha. But yeah, there's going to be a ton of people there. But some of your favorite artists, some of your favorite writers are going to be there. Definitely check it out. It's always a good time. It's always a lot of fun. We love Rose City Comic Con. Emerald City is up there with it as well. We love them both.
For sure.
And it's going to be a fun year. Like I said, it takes place September 6th through the 8th. That's Friday through Sunday. It's always a good time. Always really cool to, get in with, there's a bunch of cool local businesses. Dark Horse is based up here.
Portland Gear
is going to be there. They always have really, really cool stuff.
Last year they actually released their comic there too.
What's that?
Last year they released
their comic. We actually gave away a copy of that. This year they're actually adding a lot of food areas and stuff like that, which is long been awaited
and long overdue at the Oregon Convention Center, because normally they only really had like the actual restaurants in the convention center itself, nothing really that spoke like Portland or anything like that. This year they're doing a bunch of cool vendors. They're having food trucks across the street. And Portland's got some amazing food trucks. So there's going to be a lot of that there. Going to be a beer garden by Voodoo Ranger. These are some of the food trucks that are going to be here. Some smash burgers are going to be there. We got Pigeonhole. We got Mid-City Smash Burgers again. Spice of Africa, Nacho. The beer garden hosted by Voodoo Ranger.
West Coast Phillies, huh?
What's that?
West Coast Phillies.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of West Coast cheesesteaks over in Glendora. I've been eating the hell out of them.
Oh my gosh, this Comic-Con fudge is amazing. I don't know.
Yes.
It's always incredible.
They were at D-Con. And oh my God.
Yeah.
Is that your place not going to be here?
Wild Bill's, yeah.
Oh,
Wild
thank
Bill's
God.
Craft Beverages. That
Thank
place
God.
is, I don't know how many cons they go to, but Wild Bill's is this really great. Like they made it's like they have root beers and like
orange
sodas, but it's all like really handcrafted soda.
Yeah.
And their setup is so nice too.
It is.
Yeah.
It's like in a wagon. You get the refillable cup, which we have a couple of them. You just take and you can get them refilled. So it's not a bad deal.
Just shipping.
Yeah, because someone puts them in the dishwasher.
They were at Comic-Con this year.
Yeah.
This is the first time they've been there because they're upstairs like by themselves in the sales pavilion. I'm like, that's perfect for them,
Absolutely. So yeah, if you're all going to be here. Oh, also one thing I wanted to bring up: the weather this weekend is going to to be hot, especially for Portland. It's going to be high 90s, low hundreds.
Good luck to those of you wearing cosplays.
Cosplay's going to suck. But the Oregon Convention Center is good, but it's also sometimes likes to freak out when there's too many people and the air doesn't want to work all the time. So just
plan accordingly. If you're coming,
Yeah.
drink lots of water, bring some snacks. It's going to be, I think this is probably going to be the hottest Comic-Con we've been to be 100% honest.
It is.
Every time this time of year, it's generally like in the 70s,
Yeah.
low 80s maybe, or it's raining, which.
And Emerald
Pretty typical.
City is always either at the tail end of winter or at the tail end of winter.
100%. And anyone kind of coming into Portland for the con, there's a lot of cool places to check out, a lot of cool things to do. I have two I highly, highly recommend. Obviously, check out some food trucks. There's always going to be some really, really great food not far from where you are.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely check that out. Highly, highly recommend that. Also recommend checking out, of course, you got to check out Powell's books. If you like books, if you like reading, if you like any kind of books, go to Powell's.
They have comics, manga, actual books.
Especially the Powell's in downtown is one of the greatest bookstores you'll ever go to, one of the coolest places you ever go to. And if you're in town for the con, check out Ground Control, which is an arcade. It's like 2 stories. It's absolutely great. I think past a certain time, it's only 21 and over.
Nice.
They have you could buy like a game card that we could play all night for a set price, or you can pay individually. But it's always a blast. Always a lot of fun. Definitely check out Ground Control if you're in the area. It's ground, but control with the K. So Kontrol. Really, really cool place.
I see what they did there.
Yeah. And just like, like I said, food trucks, Powell's Books, Ground Control are kind of the places that you could check out while you're at the con. There's a lot of cool like game vendors and game stores around the convention center as well that are giving discounts and stuff like that to people who are going to the con. So you can just go to rosecitycomiccon.com, find out all the information on even local restaurants and things like that are in the area within walking distance. So you guys can be prepared for your guys' weekend. So highly, highly recommend doing that. We're going to be taking the MAX train to the con from where we live. So we're pretty stoked about that. Parking kind of sucks down there.
It really does.
So just plan ahead. Remember when we went last year, we had to get off the freeway alone. There was a line just getting off of the freeway. Plan ahead. Get there early if you're planning to drive there. Don't park you can park in the parking garage if you get there early enough, but otherwise find parking around it.
Don't bet on it.
Don't bet on it. There is plenty of parking, but it is downtown. It's kind of a pain in the butt to navigate. So take the MAX.
Downtown is.
Like any downtown is. Take the MAX down there. Listen, I know a lot of people have worries and concerns about public transportation, especially this day and age with the MAX train and stuff like that. It goes to urban areas and stuff like that. Generally, when there's big events like this, they're really safe. Like there's always people on it. There's nothing to worry about. So we've never had an issue. Every time we take it downtown, every time there's whether it's a Timbers game or just like going to like a concert or whatever, never ever had an issue. So check out the MAX train. Highly, highly recommend that if you guys are going to be here for that.
My brother is.
Yeah, Nolan's going to be up here. So I don't know what they're doing. I hope they're going to take the MAX train. We're trying to figure that out. But they're, because they're staying at a hotel that's pretty close to us, which is, if we're driving there, it's like 20 minutes to get there. So it's not too bad.
Unless there's traffic.
Traffic it's not really that bad getting there. Even if there is traffic on a Saturday or Sunday, it's not too bad. If you go Friday might be a pain, but anyways, plan accordingly, get there early, dress, for warm weather, and you guys are going to have a blast if y'all are coming to visit Portland for Rose City Comic Con. Highly, highly recommend that you do. Next year we have Emerald City Comic Con in Seattle, so always look forward to that. I don't know if we're going to go next year, but we'll see. We'll see about Emerald City.
So jealous.
Yeah, I mean Emerald City's fun, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Anyways, check out Rose City Comic Con is coming up. And of course, next week we'll probably talk about Rose City Comic Con, how it was, how it went down. Like
all the stuff we got.
Like you said, Nolan's going to be there, so we'll have he'll come on and we'll have an updated. We'll be able to talk about it and with all that. So. All right.
Are you setting a budget for yourself? Or are you just gonna blow it all?
Blow it all.
I'm gonna try to. I'm actually gonna try to because there's stuff I do want to get later down the line, which will cost a lot.
You're working, you can earn it.
Yeah,
like the new Black Ops 6, like the new Space Marine game, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Good thing you got a job.
Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. Happy you got a job too. So,
there's just one slight problem. I don't know how many people will take cash.
Ooh, that's a tough. That was a little.
Oh yeah,
I was in a Comic-Con because like Super 7 was card only. Jada was card only. It's really hit or miss, you know.
Yeah, it was annoying to me because there were places that I had the opposite problem that were cash only, and then it was like,
Yeah, I try to bring a balance of both, but luckily I had my brother there. If like, say I really needed something from somewhere and I only had X amount on this card or whatever, my brother's like, just give me your cash, I'll swipe it. So I'm like, woohoo!
Absolutely. We'll see. We'll figure it out. We'll do that same thing. I have my card. I don't have any money in my bank, but I have my card.
Isn't there ATMs in there?
You don't want to pay those ATM fees.
Yeah, you don't want to pay the ATM.
Oh, yeah, because that's going to be.
No, I was just joking. We'll figure it out. We'll be fine.
Brutal.
Okay. Anyways, that's our show, everyone. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you all for checking it out. We really, really appreciate you. Remember to like and share, even though the show's over. It could be constantly going forever and ever and ever on the interweb. So please share it and please, please be there. Join us every Tuesday night at 7 to talk about some of our favorite things. We got trying to come up with some really cool things to talk about this season. So I'm really, really excited for that. We'll get into that later on in the year. So anyways, that's our show. Let's talk about plugs. You could find me at Kevin Hoskinson or Kevin_Hoskinson on Facebook, Instagram, X, whatever, all that fun stuff. Kevin Hoskinson or Kevin_Hoskinson. Even on TikTok, you can find me as well. Jason, where can they find you?
MySpace, Napster. Definitely not at the Golden Corral anymore because it wasn't good.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Anyways, Christian, what about you?
You can find me. Well, I'm trying to make it harder for you to find me these days. I am I'm not on Instagram as much, but you can find me there. You can find my footsteps on Instagram. That's all.
Always be those footsteps.
Yeah.
Your alter ego still lives there, right?
Yeah, that one's a little bit more active because that one's toys and there's.
Yes.
Yeah, that's always fun. So.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Well, thank you all for checking out the show. We will see you guys next week. Have a good week. Have a good upcoming weekend. Hope you had a good Labor Day. And remember, let us know what you guys did this summer. Anything you guys want to talk about, let us know. We'll talk to you guys later. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Take care, guys.